we have us some Star Wars. More specifically, Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. So this is a game, certainly. I'm not sure how we, like, collectively as a society feel about this one at this point in time. It's kind of jank. It's very ugly. There have been much better, more faithful Star Wars games since. And before. Because let's see, before this one you had what? You had, like, some really bad platformers. You had the, famous Wireframe arcade game, which was something. And then you had Dark Forces, the first-person shooter. Plus, I think some, like, weird, janky adventure game type stuff here and there. And you also had X-Wing TIE Fighter, I think, before this, for your Flight Sim goodness. But this was, at least in 3D, one of the first attempts to do the real, like, total Star Wars package thing. Just try to get the movie vibe, try to get the proper orchestral soundtrack in here. Have an original storyline that runs parallel to the movies. Try to recreate some of the, like, more famous moments. And then also just have some real garbagey, like, running around shooting the levels. Let's see. This is certainly a way to do this. Apparently this was actually easy to do on original hardware. I think it was still kind of awkward. But yeah, I think this is the first game we had, at least in 3D, that was like, okay, we gotta recreate this whole top thing of tripping the big camels. Oh, those are chunky. But yeah, so this game has, like, a mix of, just flying around in various vehicles, or, like, speeder bikes and whatnot, and then just being on foot, and it's a mixed bag. They definitely, if making it a little bit loud, really, like, push the soundtrack with this, though. I do appreciate this being the first level, though, because, like, this is what I actually want to show off from this one. Maybe a pretty weak point, too. Almost down. I'm not doing super great myself. Okay. Yeah, these are getting a little bit choppy here because, again, not the greatest emulation setup, but, it's passable. But I feel like recreating this scene in particular was just like anyone working on a Star Wars game for the longest time, this was like the holy grail. Is can we do justice to this? And you know, I actually do think this game, if it did do one thing right, it's this level here. Well, I got it. Can't say I didn't get it. It went down. See? I'm assuming I have some break, but I can't remember what it is. So I can't. But yeah, now it's time to, like, you know, really do the famous bit. Okay, that's how to slow down. Okay. So you just come in here. And... yeah, for the time, this is actually, like, that's a good rope effect that this has going. But I swear there have been enough Star Wars games now just, like, recreating this scene with their, you know, original characters that, like, every single one of these ships here, like, has a named character piloting it at this point in this fight. And in this case, that named character is Dash Rendar, which is, I guess, actually a pretty good Star Wars name. That was a good death. Oh, did they put his ship in it? Oh, that's kind of sad. I'm not a fan of the special editions in general. I took the time last time I watched them to hunt down those, like, despecialized editions someone made where they just... like, I should probably stop using that technique of just crashing into everything, but... auto chop is also really getting to me. But yeah, the whole despecialized editions are very good, honestly, if you can find them. It's not quite the perfect original experience, but it's pretty darn close. And, you know, like, I don't like any of the changes Special Editions made. Like, when I first saw them, like, I didn't mind A New Hope that much, because they didn't do that much to that one, but, like, the things they did do to it are just, like, really distracting. Like, hey, what if we had, like, big animals outside the cantina making a lot of noise and, like, jumping around? It's like, well, that just kind of detracts from the scene and is really distracting. What if Han Solo talked to Jabba, but, like, since, you know, we just had a guy on stage when we filmed that, he, like, steps on his tail like a wacky cartoon character. Like, that's not appropriate to their relationship at all. So I guess I'm gonna, like, keep at this until I either get a game over or, finish this level. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. Right. Basically, like, pump the brakes constantly and just fly right at things' faces, shooting at them because they aren't actually very accurate. Yeah, your actual, like, defensive options in this fight in particular kind of suck, which is appropriate to what's happening in the movie at the time, I guess. But you know. They did do a good job to these crashes, though. Like, I'm not really a fan of this game because it's very noisy. The on-foot parts look kind of gross, and it's hard in not a fun way. Just you end up eating a lot of hits just because you don't really have anything to do about it. But it was also, like, you know, very good at, like, recapturing some memorable moments from Star Wars at a time when, like, again, the special editions weren't out yet. So it was just like, yeah, maybe had your movies on like VHS still, and or yeah, would it be VHS like or Laserdisc? I guess I don't think there was a DVD until the special editions came out. But it's good for the nostalgia. And then, like after we got like decent Star Wars games for a bit, so that's nice too.